Hi everyone! So I thought I'd put together a little video for back stretches. I've had a few people sort of talking about back stiffness and tightness recently, so I thought I would get together all the little good back stretches I know and put it on a video for you to follow along. I'm just going to scoot back so you can see all of me. So starting off, I'm going to put the soles of the feet together, holding onto the feet and trying to push the knees down towards the floor. Now you're going to start off about here. Don't worry, just keep working, just keep pushing. This one takes quite a long time to kind of change, but just keep working, pushing down towards the ground like so. Good, then coming next, keeping one leg forward, so you're going to bring the other leg behind you. Coming over the front leg, so you want to see hips nice and straight, toe point forwards. You can almost see my big toe, but it's pointing forwards. My leg is straight behind. Starting up here, if you can, working down. If you need to go even further, working down so you bring either the forehead or the chin to the floor. And holding here for 10 seconds. Coming up, we're going to put one hand down by the knee, so the hand that's by the knee that's pointing forwards, lifting the other arm up and over. So this hip here is going to come off the floor a little bit, so you're going to feel a stretch through the hip, through the back and through the side as well. Good, then bringing both hands down, going to walk your hands the other side and looking back towards the back foot. Bit of a hip stretch, bit of a lower back stretch as well, it's all connected obviously, so it all works. Good, then changing sides. Bringing the other leg forward, swapping the other leg behind, getting nice and straight, making sure your hips are straight, that you're coming over, you're not sitting back like here, so right through the middle, and again, walking down if you need to, walking down even further again, if you can. Holding it here, keep breathing, and then coming up, putting the hand down by the knee, lifting the other arm up and over again, so stretching through that hip, that you can see lifting that one there, and for the lower back and the side as well. Good, coming down, walking the hands the other side and looking back towards the back foot. Good, coming out of that nice and carefully, you're going to cross your legs. Doesn't matter which way, we're going to do both. So first of all, crossing the legs and trying to fold forward with the upper body. So we're not going to hunch over as such, trying to fold forward from the hip and reach forward as far as you can. Trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears. My hands like that, can't see them, under the table. That's it, so reaching forward, and you're going to reach over one leg again, trying to keep that fold forward from the hip, trying to keep both sit bones down on the ground. This is going to stretch off one side of the lower back, then we're changing over to the other side, which you probably guessed it, stretches the other side of the lower back. Good, just keep reaching through it. And then coming back to centre, uncrossing and crossing the legs the other way. This might feel quite weird. Tend to have like quite a natural one cross leg thing, so bear with it, you've got to work both, and again reaching forwards, keeping those shoulders away from the ears, keep reaching, it's going to stretch the whole lower back and then coming over to one side, again keeping the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the back nice and flat, we're not hunching or rounding through the shoulders, and again coming over the other side, reaching away as far as you can. Good. Go back to centre, then you're going to bring your feet as far apart as you can and reaching forward. Same thing applies again, keeping the back nice and flat, shoulders away from the ears, reaching forward with the hands. So you're going to get a stretch on the inner thigh here, probably around the hip as well, a little bit of lower back. And coming over to the left leg, the left arm kind of goes a bit floppy, the right arm then reaches over, reaching for the toes. I feel like super flexible, which I'm obviously not amazingly flexible in this, you'd be able to grab onto your toe and all this kind of ballet dancery stuff, but just work with what you've got. If you're up here, just keep reaching, you're reaching that way. Get them changing sides. Other arm goes floppy, reaching over, that's it. Other arm can do whatever, can be helpful to hold onto the leg, can just kind of float around, doesn't really matter, just keep reaching. Good. Cool, bring your legs back together. Now you're going to lie flat on the floor, arms nice and straight, knees are going to come over the chest, and the knees are going to go one way, like so, eyes are going to go the other way. So the aim of the game of this one is to try and keep both shoulders down. If you can't keep your shoulders down, kind of compromise a little bit on the leg, bring the legs up a little bit higher, but just work with what you've got. And remember, when you're down here, keep breathing, because it can be easy to kind of hold your breath and then kind of realise you've stopped breathing, but it's really important to breathe into it. Good, so then changing sides, knees go over one way, eyes go over the other side, holding here and again, remembering, keep breathing. Taking it a step further, then you're going to bring your legs flat down, right leg comes up, right leg comes over Again, same sort of thing, it's coming over onto the floor, trying to keep the shoulders down if you can, and the eyes follow the other way. Good, right leg comes up, left leg comes up, right leg comes down, left leg comes all the way over the other side, and the eyes follow the other way. Keep breathing. And then the sequence repeats itself. Now you might find it helpful at this point to kind of pause the video and go through that. I would say three times each side is what I would do if I was doing it by myself. That's kind of the best way to sort of keep working into it, particularly if you find it quite hard and kind of fairly tight in that way to start off with. Coming next into a standy uppy one then. So we're all familiar with the toe touch. I'm going to show you from the side. So normally it allows you to touch your toes with straight legs. This then allows you to bend your knees just a little bit, hold on to your elbows, and just hang here, kind of nice and heavy, I suppose I'd like to think of it of. Just holding here. Need to bend your knees a little bit more, that's absolutely fine. Just find a place where you find it comfortable and hold here. Cool, so for those of you that have got tight backs, then adding that into your routine, obviously it's only about 5 minutes once a day, would be really, really helpful. If you've not got a tight back at the moment, it's still kind of helpful to have in your routine, maybe once or twice a week, just to kind of keep yourself maintaining. Now, another kind of next step really for it is going to be the foam rolling. So I'm going to make a separate video next week about the foam rolling, and that's going to include lower back and kind of all sorts of helpful areas that we do in sessions, or if you don't do sessions with me, that will be really helpful to you to use if you've got a foam roller at home. So I hope that's been helpful. Any questions, please comment below, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.